NFL 23. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He put together a nice showing last week, finishing up with 113 yards. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where it can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where you just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 113 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Now here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession, and the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Even in a down year statistically, Juice Landry still produced over 50 catches to lead Cleveland in his final season there. A milestone awaits Landry, though, this season. He's almost a lock to jump into the top 50 all-time for receptions. One of those goes for a 1st down this time.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A first down throw for Winston. He goes once again right back to Hardy. On second down, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Again, it's Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jameis to throw it. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
From the red zone now, Winston. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Mayfield on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield down. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Mayfield. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Panthers have 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
McCaffrey is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack. That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right? Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Winston. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston off to Thomas on the left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run. None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick it.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
That pass is caught by Hardy. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Kamara up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Jameis now on 1st down. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Saints to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Winston now to throw on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From just shy of midfield, Winston, his throw incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll throw again, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Complete over the middle to Hardy. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Ooh, with a juke. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Holding offense.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Kamara again for the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. Brings up second down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They run it again with Kamara. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. We talked about the two, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock, they got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. A quick one here hauled in by Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Winston now. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Saints.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to make it a 2-score game. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And he returns this to the 22. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. First down, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the right side and complete to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Mayfield on first down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Mayfield now from the 50. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Mayfield down. This pass complete to Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Winston. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So here are Mayfield and the Panthers. Down 16-13. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Baker. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Mayfield to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. Winston to throw. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Winston. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.